Hello, Planeswalker. Welcome to One Pack Magic, where I normally open one pack of Magic cards, but I am really seeing that that rule is not applying anymore, or not as much. Anyway, it is episode 2 of Bulking Up, as you can probably tell from the video. The last one actually kind of did pretty good. Guess a lot of people are interested in random Magic cards that, suckers like me buy. So yeah, we are back for more. I've got a lot. Also, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, there are some art cards in here. I know people are kind of like, oh, I shouldn't take a, I don't like art. I like the art cards. Okay? And like I always say, collect what you like. I got them for, actually, he kind of just gave them to me, so anything else is a profit. I got these from my LGS, which, like I said, always support your LGS. If you don't have one, find one online. I buy these from Stump and Bones. I think they have a shop on TCG Player. So I don't know. I don't use TCG Player. I'm too. I'm an old man. I like to go to the store and pick up my cards, like we did back in the day. Anyway, speaking of back in the day, there are a lot of cards from like the beginning of Magic. Starting off with a card I have mentioned several times over the channel, over the years of the channel, and I finally was able to pick it up. It is Arena. Now, this is a promo card from one of the Harper Glenn books, Harper Quinn, something like that. Back in the 90s, they had their original round of books. One of the books was called Arena, and they had special promo cards that you could send off for. Now, this one is Arena, and the reason I always mention this card is that anything that says you tap two opposing creatures, they deal damage to each other. That's this card. That is where that card. That's where that ability came from. That's why I say it's an Arena ability. This is the exact card. I actually found it. I actually got it. So there we go. That is off my bucket list. Now everything else that's on my bucket list, or not. I got two copies. The two copies of Trade Caravan from Homelands. I got Unlikely Alliance, because I like the art. Target non-attacking, non-blocking creature gets +0/+2 until its turn. So, there you go. The two copies of, what does that say? Reprisal. There we go. Yeah, back in the day, they kind of did this padding where they released one card with two different art styles. I picked up quite a few of those. I got the two art versions of Reinforcements. The one where it's like someone coming in, and then the other one where there they are. Put up to 3 target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library in any order. That is nasty. For 1 mana. If if you're doing Orzhov graveyard manipulation, there you go. You need this card. You need these cards. Like 1 mana, and you can put 3 cards back in the thing. This one, Selesnya. As long as Joy is untapped, all green creatures you get +1/+1. So put them on the field, call it a day, and boom. Kismet. All of target players' creatures, lands, and artifacts come into play tapped. That is nasty. This is why white was a formidable opponent back in the day, because all the big spells went to white. D'Artagnan Archer, is a popular arc card. And after all, you're my tender wall. That's the only reason I got that, because I can make a Wonderwall reference. Keldon Warlord. I mean, look at this guy. This guy is iconic. As power toughness equal to the number of non-wall creatures you control. So slip him in on a goblin deck, and ooh, he's nasty. There are 2 copies of spoilers. 2 copies of Dwarven Trader, the both art cards. Good old Margaret Ogan-Keen. Got Chandler, yeah. Chandler shows up in Magic the Gathering before any of the other characters and friends. Joven. The both art of Agent of Stronghold, which is basically it's Red's version of Birds of Paradise, basically, or Red's version of Land of War Elves, which I'm surprised that you don't have as much anymore. Val Kilmer, Soldier of Fortune. Ishin Shade. This again, this guy was iconic back in the day because a 5/5 protection from white. Like I said, white was nasty back in the day. Frankenstein's monster. And you talking about your universe beyond being questionable now. There you go. Lord of the Pit. 4, 5, 6, 7. A 7/7 for 7, but like I said, iconic character. Force of Nature, just had to get that one because that one's cool. Ball Lightning is another icon. I got 2 copies of Sarah Angel, 1 revised and 1 I think from 4th edition. And this one might get my thing demonetized, but I don't make money off of it anyway. It's Earthbind. Yep. The questionable BDSM art card. He had like 10 of these. So, yeah. This is a 4th edition one. It's one of the ones, you gotta have in your collection, I got a Swamp from Mercadia Mask. I don't know why, I just wanted it. Victimize with Sasha, one of my first literary battle maidens. Spitting Earth, also an iconic card, kind of ish. I remember seeing it a lot. Moving forward, using all my breath, we got a couple of plane chase cards. Massive ghouls. I like the art border for that. Nessian Curzier, which I think showed up later in Theros. Blind Phantasm, which I think I have a copy of that anyway. Quest for the Goblin Lord. I just need a cue card. I don't ask why. Pillar of War. I like the art. I love that. Basically, the pillar comes alive. Like, bitch, you thought? Love that. Love that art. Naya Charm. Something to get. Everyone's most hated card, Soul Ring. Just to have a Soul Ring. Telling Time. I read this and this is blue for me. The top 3 cards of your library. Put one in your hand, one in your top, one in the bottom. I like the art too. I do like that. Crib Swap, which I think I have the alternate of that because I got it in the other Lorwyn. Maybe. Pretty sure I did. Hold up, I might have put those up first. Yeah, I didn't think when I put I put this together. I mean, I did, but I didn't. I think I have it. No. Did I not? Huh. Thought I did. Anyway, there's a older, one of the new cards has Crib Swap as a thing. I had it. Anyway, oh well. I got a couple of lockets. Just because I like them. I like Rakdos. I don't ever use. I'm probably never gonna use them. I just have them in my collection. Ugin's Conjurant. I like the art. I like it's colorless. So, which is a battlefield with X11 counters on it. So that's pretty cool. Got some planeswalkers. Omnixilis. Nixilis. I hate Twisted. I got pretty good Orzhov character. Gorgon Assassin, because Gorgon. Yeah, a couple more. I got Zhang Yanggu, Vraska herself, Arlene, voice of the pack, and Moo, dog. Not a planeswalker, but a good dog. But a good boy. The rest of these are from Modern Horizon 1. Because he had a lot of Modern Horizon 1. I don't know why. But he did. And I got them. Like I said, I like that one. That is a play on... I think I know I have one of those runes at least. I have to have one of those runes. Why am I looking in there? Anyway, back in the Urza block, they had a thing called Runes of Protection. And also Mother Runes. But this is... Yeah, that's a continuation on that. So I like that. Generous Gift. Yeah, I got another one. It's good to give away. Good Fortune Unicorn. I just liked it. So, like I said, a lot of these are just... sorry, Spider. But I do like that Spider's ability. I agree, sure. I like the art. Exile top 6 cards and you can play them. Reap the Past. Also, cards random from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Reap. So, like I said, I like that one. Zombie Ninja. There you go. Oh, I didn't notice that before. There's a little thing going on there. Huh. Oh well. I'm not. This isn't an investment anyway. Gotta get a beast. Put a land in your hand, a land in your thing, and there you go. Tree Tribe Ambusher. I think she looks cool. Well, my card is called the Weatherlight, so I gotta have her captain. You know. And it's funny because that is the color for the Weatherlight to activate its ship. To activate the Weatherlight, it is, chromatic. So, and I think get her strong enough, you can probably put it into play. I have a complete... I got a playset of Trustworthy Scout, because her ability kind of requires you to actually have multiple copies of her, so I think it's funny. Exile, search your library, put her in her hand, so yeah, I got a playset of her. I got the entire run of... Alright, what I got? I got complete cycle of the Talisman, Talisman of Curiosity, Conviction, Resistance, Resilience, Creativity, and Hierarchy. Because again, Goblinmon. The Lore of the Gravedigger kind of gets a little bigger. That's him himself. Gravedigger originally is like a creature who had kind of like that guy. It's that guy. But like there's a Gravedigger, which is him holding a drink in one hand, holding the skull in the other. There's Gravedig, which is him actually digging the grave, and apparently this one. So the lore of the man continues. Changeling takes over. Icehide Golem. I just thought it looked cool. It's no artifact. Loch Dragon, an Izzet Dragon. Fairy Guide Mother, looks cool. Queen of Ice, I think I have her other version too. We'll get to it in a moment, but yeah. Wildborn Preserver. Like I said, Torbrin, Thane of Redfall. Noble dwarf. Dwarf noble. Merchant of the Vale. The showcase art for Eldraine. Toonville Treefolk. Silverframe Squire. Curious Pair. Create a food token. Hansel and Gretel. Oakham Ranger. There's the alternate for Queen of Ice. Oh, I picked up another one. I wasn't paying attention. I literally just grabbed cards, as you do. Vampire Nocturnus. I just think it looks cool. I like his ability. If you're playing mono red, boom, there you go. There's your guy. Crusader of Odric. One of my favorite battle maidens. Again, she's like the white version of the Warlord. Where'd he go? I think he's white. Yeah. And she's the white version of him. It's just like, I like her, you know? I gotta have at least one battle maiden per pack, per pickup. Palladium Moors the Ruiner has hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. So, and yes, it's a 6/6 for 6. So yeah, not a demon, just really cool dragon. Gigantosaurus. It's a 10/10. 5 mana for 10/10. It doesn't do anything. That's all it is. It's just a 10/10, but it's a big old beastie. Poison Tip Archer. That's pretty nasty. Reach, Death Touch, and whenever a creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life. That is beautiful. Love the Colossal Hammer. That is cool. Just, yeah, he's a bit much, but you can artifact. You can get it. You can get it on it. And I got the complete playset of the snow-covered lands, plains, island, swamp, forest, and mountain. Now we're moving on to a bunch of tokens I picked up, because I like the tokens. Like I said, I like the art cards, I like the tokens. And why is my thing keep being out of focus? Anyway. Got a Foil Spirit for Modern Horizon. I like that construct. I do. I like that cool construct. So that's foil. Foil Myr. Johnny's Pride Mate from 2020. I like the soldier. I do. I like her. I would. I don't know. I would feel very protected with her. Squirrel. Gotta get a squirrel. I love this goblin. This guy. He's got a story. It's a very short story, but I'm sure he's got a story. Got a bar. Got a rhino. Use this card to represent a double-faced Nicol Bolas card in your library or hand. So, yeah. In case you don't use sleeves. Like I said, I had to get it. Got a dragon from 2019. Sorry, spider from Born of the Gods. Got an angel. Regular and foil version. The regular is from 2019. Foil is from Modern Horizon. Human Rogue, I just like her. I like her too. I got a foil and regular soldier. And now we are on to the art cards. Oh, there's one of them. This one is Waterlogged Grove. Sword of Truth and Justice. Yep. Aladdin. Bazaar Trade Mage. Alright. We got Smoke Shroud. I forgot about that one. Zephyrian Decoy. Uh-oh. Dead Clone. Endling. That is cool. Eldrazi? Morophone the Boundless. Oh, shit, what the hell is that? I didn't see that one. I was digging through like a couple boxes for this. And Parshalik Mons art. That is pretty cool. Lesser Manticore. Don't tell him that. Prismatic Vista. Urza. That one's iconic. Lightning Skelemental. I didn't see that card. Huh. Sliver. Sarah the Benevolent. I think this was the one time where she was. Well, yeah, because that's the thing. It's like Sarah Angel is her. It's an angel that works for Sarah. Sarah herself is a planeswalker who created her own plane. This is pre-mending mine. Back in the day when the planeswalkers were gods. So, yeah. Oh no! Shifty Lion. Emmeret. That one looks cool. Force of Despair. It's upside down. Monk's Talatite. I didn't pick up that one. He had a few, but I didn't pick it up. Mirrodin Besieged. Cards named after sets. Ninja of the New Moon. I think these are upside down now. This one looks awesome. I do like that one. Soul Herder. Yawgmoth. Creator of Thrawn Phyrexian. Let's see. Headless Spectre. Legion. Hogek Arisen Necropolis. Oof. Time After Time, I think this one. Echo of Eternity. I got another one of those. Throat Seeker. I see not Throat Goat. Everdream. Plague Engineer. Yep, looks like one. Battletoad. Excavating a Nurid. Sliver. Reward? Rebuild. There we go. Watcher for Tomorrow. Arcrum's Astrolabe. Face of Divinity. That's an interesting card. It's basically your character is +1/+1, and if they have any more enchantments, other stuff happens. Ooh, what is this one? Ravenous Giant. Ooh, Sliver. Oh, I got that one again. Spinehorn Minotaur. Oh, got that one again. The Chiller Pillar. I just love that name. Another of them on. Goblin Matron. Scour All Possibilities. Umezawa's Charm. It is not that. Ranger Captain of Eos. And the Wall of 1,000 Cuts. So yeah, that is my pickup. Like I said, I got a lot of cards I wanted. Got a lot of cards just because they were there. Got one of my grails, which I think two of them actually. I got two of my grails. So there we go. One more time for you boys and girls. Whoever. I don't judge. Well, I sometimes judge, but I do it quietly. I don't. So, like I said, got a couple of my grails. I don't really have a checklist, but if I come across cards that I know exist and I want them, boom, there we go. In any case, I'll see you tomorrow. Unless I get snowed in, then I probably won't. Or I will. I'll be, knowing my luck, I'll be snowed in at work and I'll be stuck there for like 48 hours. Pay me, I guess. I will see you tomorrow, either way, or in the next video. Have a magical day.